Hello and a very warm welcome to the Gruyère European Curling Championships 2018 from Tallinn in Estonia. We're here for finals day in the beautiful, picturesque old time of Tallinn. Christmas markets, all the range, but we're inside the Tondaraba Ice Hall for the finals. The final matchup will be between Sweden and Switzerland, the gold medal game. The two teams topping the round robin and winning the semi-finals. Teams in preparation, ready to go.
Gruyère AOP European Curling Championship in Tallinn. It's my pleasure to introduce the teams for women's gold medal game. Sweden, Sofia Marbergs. Agnes Knochenauer. Third, Sarah McManus. Skip, Anna Hasselborg. Representing Switzerland, lead, Melanie Barbesa. Second, Esther Neuenswander. Third and skip, Silvana Tirinzoni. Fourth, Alina Patz. Practice slides may be taken.
Well, we've met the teams and they're just about to get underway in this gold medal game. I'm Kenny Edwards and I'm joined once again by Rona Howie. And there we see the standings after the round robin. Switzerland and Sweden topping the table. Switzerland yet to be defeated at this championships. So here is the playoffs. Switzerland faced Germany in the 1 versus 4 semi. And Sweden played Russia in the 2 versus 3. It will be Switzerland with last stone advantage. So coming into this, Rona, is there a favourite on paper or is it a very tight affair?
I think it'll be a very tight affair. Switzerland have obviously had a great week, winning 9 out of 9 round-robin games. But this Swedish side, they were runner-up last year in the final. They won't want another silver medal, they want gold this time. So hugely experienced, current Olympic champions. I think we're in for a really good game. Sofia Marbergs, Sweden playing red stones. Putting the guard up straight away.
Yeah, what we have seen from Switzerland this week is they've been very patient.
Yep, they've certainly just played a simple game and played it very well.
Melanie Barbazat in the lead for Switzerland. New on this team this season.
Yeah, the Swiss team's a new lineup for this year. It's a great experience throughout the team. But it was 3 skips in the team. So it's a big test to see how they are going to get on, and they have played very well this week. But as we say, they've played a pretty simple game. They've been patient, just waiting for mistakes and then capitalised. We know the Swedish team like a lot of stones in play.
It's a nice draw to the back yellow. So there are the rules of play for this final gold medal game. 5-stone free guard zone, 8 ends minimum, 38 minutes thinking time, and 1/62 timeout.
Er is snöppis hinder.
This one just pulling up short, Rona. Would have liked that one right back on the red.
Yep, the freeze would have been good, but it's not a bad position there. It's still top of the 4-foot, very usable for Switzerland.
Agnes Knockenhart. Second for Anna Hasselberg for a number of years now.
Yep. So the Swedish team have been in the final the last 2 years. Runner-up twice. For them, they're hoping it's third time lucky.
Well, Switzerland electing to open this up. Esther Nunes-Wanda. Managing to take one of the reds off.
Det var ganska fin finish här, tror jag. Jag tror också det.
Yeah, 2 different styles of play in this final. Sweden fairly aggressive and go after teams, and Switzerland play a more tight game, a more defensive game. Good call from Anna Hasselberg to take the rub off the red back onto the yellow. A little bit fortunate there.
It was well called.
Well, nice double. Take both reds.
Vill du spela upp lite eller om det går lite tyngre? Ja, exakt. Jag tänkte 9,5.
Do hold that yellow in the blue 12-foot scoring area.
Ja.
Sarah McManus. For Sweden. Make a nice roll into the 12-foot.
Nasa.
Ja. Ja. Normaal. Fin.
Can see in the background all the trophies. That's what they're playing for. Gold medals, trophies and cheese. Silvana Tiranzoni,
Skli med.
39 years of age.
Sitt her.
Gar nyt Melly vekk.
Så vi ned.
Nei.
Skipped at the recent Winter Olympic Games in Pyeongchang.
Okay.
Mistake there though, wanted to hit that on the nose.
Yeah, that's a big mistake
Okay.
from Silvana Tiranzoni.
Nei. Nå vinner vi skrevet.
Bra linje.
Bak 4.
Okej.
Ingen fara för linje.
Bra linje.
Ekholm när du når.
Ja, ni kan eka.
Det blir bra snart.
Börja bra. Linjen är ja.
Switzerland are going to try and draw around
Perfekt
this
linje.
Redstone top of the 12.
Bara fart, bara fart. Perfekt linje. Helt del.
Längst är
Kolla
bra
upp.
tjejer. Gå om ni kan.
Japp, 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 japp. Japp.
A really good draw.
But have they set up the triple, Rona?
Ik wil ze gar nog weer weniger in. Zo.
Just a hair inside of nose. Should be able to spray everything. And hold the shooter in the 12 foot.
But I think we'll see a lot of this in this game. Sweden just drawing into the house. Time and time again, Switzerland hitting and chasing.
Step. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Oh, how's this one looking? There you go. Does get rid of two of them. Doesn't quite have the weight to get rid of that wide red.
Hard. 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 Hard.
Well, they overswept it.
Yeah, they did. Catch a wee bit less of that. Get that spinning out.
Yeah, they caught it on the nose. Just needed to be a hair inside, and all three would have went.
She's like, sorry, I won't do that again. However, an opportunity for Sweden to hit and roll in here and lie two. Try and force the one at this first end.
Anna Hasselberg in her third European final. Two-time silver medalist. Makes the nose hit.
Lite upp eller?
Nina hold. Nasa is goed.
Goed. Dus dat niet goed.
Ja, laat bra tot de rest.
Ja, hij bent figuur.
Oké.
Dus goed is.
Nina hold.
Ja.
Well, Switzerland with a slight chance if they could ever make a hit and roll.
Wat is er?
Alina Pats.
Värst! 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 Värst!
Sweeping this one to hold the line.
Well, doesn't quite make the roll. Anna Hasselberg will just try and remove this yellow, cover the inside edge, and make it difficult for Switzerland to hit and run. Yeah, Anna Hasselberg, currently ranked #1 team in the world.
current Olympic gold medalists.
The sound as if this one's very close. Oh, what a shot by the skip.
Great shot. Really nice controlled weight. It's a great force at the very first end.
Yeah, hits and rolls in behind the guard. And that's going to force Switzerland to draw for one. Pats for Switzerland.
Ist gut. Alles dort, fest. Ja, weg schnell. Ist gut. Einen
Needing
lang,
a
oder?
piece of the forefoot.
Schau gut. Ich finde recht gut. Weg schnell. Ist gut, oder?
Sweepers seem quite happy with it.
Mach es sicher.
Ist vorig
Yeah,
sicher.
just giving it a bit clean now.
Gut Flagge dann.
Yeah, this is well played.
Schön, Alina, super.
Great shot.
Sehr schön. Super.
No problem for the fourth player for Switzerland. Taking the single in the first. A really good force by Sweden. So after the first end, it's Sweden 0, Switzerland 1.
Recht gut. Länge 2, 3. Rüber
Schönes
gut.
3 machen, schön auf die Centerline.
Sieht gut aus. Ja, Länge ist recht gut.
Machen wir gut. Immer Guard. Machen wir gut, schön nach.
Ja, nach. Komm.
So welcome back to this women's gold medal game at the European Championships here in Tallinn, Estonia. The matchup between Sweden and Switzerland. Switzerland one ahead, being forced to take their single in the first.
Kommer gå rakt, tror jag. Bra linje, helt der. Gå väldigt rakt. Gå väldigt rakt.
Aggan hela vägen.
Ja, riskera ingenting, bara gå extremt rakt.
Aggan hela vägen.
Jag är linje för hit.
Helt bak 8.
Linje för hit. Dra den om du kan, Agnes. Ja.
Det kan gå, Aggan. Härligt.
Härligt.
Bra. Bra.
Well, I believe they called the corner guard, but throwing this one back at the 8 foot.
Eins ist nicht schlecht. Zieh ein bisschen.
Drüber und auf die
Linie
Centerline.
ist gut. Linie ist gut. Ja. Ist 1 bis 2. Linie ist
Linie ist
gut.
super.
Mach es sicher.
Gerade auf die Centerline.
Ja, ist sicher gut aus. Muss noch da.
Patsy,
Going for a double centre.
Schön, gut. Ist gut.
Sehr schön. Super stark.
Jättefint i det här spåret, va? Bra linje.
Bra fart. 4 till.
Lite tajt, ta med den.
Bara din.
Okej, bra linje. Bra plats.
Den är lite längre. Den curlar väldigt mycket. Bak igen just nu. Wow. Topp.
Nej.
This one from Marbergs.
Topp igen. Bara sitta.
Again, looking a little bit on the heavy side, but
Härligt.
Jättebra, Karl.
does pull
Just
it.
finishes top tee.
Yeah, just finishes top tee.
Bara 4.
You can see there, buried behind the guards. Great swing on the ice all week.
Okay, wartet, viel Platz, viel Platz. Linie ist nicht schlecht. Linie ist gut. Zieh ein bisschen. Nein, ist gut. Okay, nehmt den dann. Fest. Bis dran anziehen, Alina, weg der Linie, weg der Linie.
So just want to freeze on top of this.
Gut.
Yeah, nice shot there. Sweden immediately move out to start clearing the guards. They've got last stone.
Yeah, this is the real strength of this Swedish side. They know when they're in trouble. And they open things up at the right times.
And Agnes knocking her at second certainly has the big weight, very accurate.
Gut dran. Zieh ein bisschen. Schreck dran. Er putscht. Er putscht wieder so wie vorher. Okay, wo? Muss Garle dann. Er ist so wie vorher. Genau. Muss Garle auf jeden Fall. Meli, nehmen. Er putscht fest. Alina, wer bei dir jetzt?
Well, taps the yellow over the top of the red.
Alltså i bästa världen så hade man ju velat ta er ner.
Jag har lite luft på den här grejen.
Ja, alltså det är bara om vi klipper garden, vad gör de ens? Nej, de kan inte garda båda liksom.
Sweden obviously want the centre open, that 4-foot area,
Jag tror jag gillar
but
klippa.
they're already sitting one. It's very difficult to unguard your own stone.
Om vi klipper.
Especially when they could come round to either yellow on either side.
Alltså om vi klipper nu.
Jag kan gilla klippen, Anna.
Om de sätter den. Jag tror jag gillar klippen.
Jag gillar också den.
De har inga bra vinklar.
Ja, precis. Kommer kanske kunna bredda på den på kanten.
Samma fina. Lite mer. Japp. Japp.
Yeah, looking for a clean peel.
Järnet. Järnet, Sara. Räcker. Bra.
Yeah, they could actually have left a corner guard on that red at the side.
Nej, centerline. Ja. Kannst du das wegnehmen?
Manuela Netzer, coach for the Swiss team.
Wanting to hit this back one. Well, they do, and hang around in the back 8-foot.
Yeah, and that's where Sweden had left that guard that they ripped. If their shooter guarded that one at the back, it left them a corner guard.
There is Wayne Madaw, coach for the Swedish side. Lots of experience. Fountain of knowledge.
Absolutely. And sitting beside Pia Lindholm, who's also got a fountain of knowledge.
Sorry. Bra där. Bra spel, sorry.
Det är bra spel. Så vi får här. Alltså ja, lite mer solid. Ja, så.
Yeah, I think we should be able to hit this one on the nose and get rid of both reds.
Lite mer solid. Ja, så vi får här.
Yep, even just slightly off centre on the high side. Both reds can go and Switzerland could lie 3.
Tracking a little high. It's good now though. There we see it. Holds the yellow as well.
Yeah, great shot.
Nicely done.
That's a really good result. Rose behind the front one and sits on top of the back one. Great shot there. Sarah McManus. So forces Switzerland to draw now.
Yeah, there's still probably a chance to come around. That yellow top of the 8 foot.
Yeah, Switzerland do lie 1. They can come round and freeze the back red and lie 2.
Findest du das Minimum, Silvana? Ja, ich kann dir ein bisschen mehr geben. So, ja. Gut. 90. Ja.
So Lena Pats, she's skipped World Women's Curling Championships, winning 2 golds in 2012 and 2015. So she's got plenty of international experience as a skip, throwing last stones.
Okay, ja. Meli, nur Meli. Nur Meli. Ja, muss schon besser sein.
Is it going to stop?
It's going to stop in the back 8 foot. Leaves Switzerland sitting 2. Will Sweden take the triple on? Just catch the right hand side of the top yellow, drive it back in, but no, they feel there's enough of a pocket at the back, so just come down and freeze this back yellow stone.
Tror du att vi kan ha mindre eller? Kan jag gilla det där? Bara tusen mindre? Jag gillar det där. Ja. Är det bara frys eller vill vi tappa lite? Bara frys.
A very successful season for this Swedish team last year. Silver at the Europeans, silver at the World Ladies, and gold at the Olympic Games.
Yeah, but Anna Hasselberg hasn't managed to win a European Championship yet. 2 silver medals. Could this be the year she picks up gold?
Perfekt linje! Bara fart! Bara fart! Ja! Perfekt linje! Bak sidan! Perfekt linje! Håll den! Håll den! Håll den!
Sweepers working this one to hold it straight. Certainly got the weight. It's good enough back there.
Yeah, and you sometimes find after the Olympics that teams change or they take a bit of a rest before the next build-up. But this team certainly this season have come out firing. And there's no changes to the lineup, and we've had a great season so far. Whereas this is the time in the Olympic calendar that you always see team lineup changes and teams just taking a break,
Den ist super. Zieh Linie,
not playing in as
Linie
much.
gut. Linie weg. Zieh Linie. Linie super. Fest Linie. Wo? Noch länger.
Still looking for around 14 seconds, I think. Yeah. 14-8.
Fest, Linie ist super. Fest, kommt. Wow. Oh.
Ah, well played.
Perfekt. Sehr schön. Super.
Great shot.
Gut.
She's, that's not great there, but I would say it's pretty good.
It's pretty good, yeah.
There's nothing Sweden can do to score multiple here.
Well, we could take the
De sopade också hela vägen.
run on the
Borde vara bra.
top yellow back onto the red.
Jag tror att isen
Risky
är
strategy,
även om
but
det är lite rakare.
it would be for 3.
Hur vill du sätta den då?
Bara spela ut den lite till än förra. Men någonstans däremellan.
Yeah, hit that yellow one on the nose.
Yep, take the back yellow, red onto yellow behind it.
The other type of shot that Anna Hasselberg likes to play. She hasn't even looked at it.
Eka.
Var borta.
Oh. Kommer nu.
Mot ryggen.
Super's just keeping this one clean all the way down. This one looks as if it's been made by Anna. A nice stone by the skip. So Sweden get their first points on the board in the second, as the game is all tied at 2 after 2 ends. 1-1.
Ja, man kan verkligen sätta dem lite olika där och så går de ändå jäkligt likt.
Har plats just nu. Agnes Sten. Låt den greppa, vi är här ute.
Nära.
Wow.
Agga ner lite nu. Ligger nära fortfarande. Hake nära nu. Nära.
Ja, väldigt.
Ligger nära.
Into this third end of the gold medal game at the European Championships. Sweden and Switzerland all level. Very tight affair.
Das ist gut. Bisschen knapp. Könnt an der Wand. Solltet. Könnt. Voran. Linie ist gut. Vor 12. Nicht so schlecht. Voran. Vor 12. Linie ist super. Linie ist gut.
Switzerland electing to play things safe.
Fest. Linie. Fest. Fest. Wow. Okay.
Tap that red into 12 foot.
Spel 11.
Ja.
Bra linje.
Sweden
Kommer ner lite.
not been as aggressive this game so far. Maybe just being a little patient and waiting for a better opportunity.
Härligt. Bra spel.
I've seen Switzerland be very patient all week.
I think, yeah, it should be such a hit, right? So.
Var det lite mer eller?
Nase.
Var det lite mer?
Fish now.
Savannah and Anna just having a discussion there to see if that red stone was in the scoring 12 foot, and they agreed it was.
Yeah, because if it wasn't, they wouldn't be able to remove it from play.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa. 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 Nein, nein, nein. Schön.
Barbazat
Good.
makes the
Good.
2 reds go away.
Schön, Amelie.
Mellan.
Det är bra. Mellan är bra.
Bra linje. Mellan
Ganska
hake.
rakt. Kolla upp.
Det går ganska rakt. Hake.
Väldigt rakt.
Ge den en chans. Hake. Lite längre sådär.
Ja. Gå jätterakt.
Lägg hake.
10 om du kan.
Inte nu.
Bra.
Do you think we'll see a blank end,
Bra, Aggie.
Rona?
Yeah, well, that's what Switzerland are playing for right now.
Får jag spela igenom den här omgången?
But Sweden will have other ideas.
Se, se, se. Good.
Good test.
It's all for the centre guard, just keeping things nice and clean. Remember, Switzerland have last on advantage, so they don't want to score a single point. All they want to do is score multiple or hold on to that hammer until the last end.
Ungefär samma fart. Lägg hake. Ungefär samma fart. Kommer nu. Bra linje. Lite längre. Känns lite
Håll
längre.
höjd om vi kan.
Ja. 14-6. Nej men hallå, 16-6. Fy fan vad trögt det går.
Yep, so plays it well. Sweden can just really put up the guards and hope for an error from Switzerland.
Good.
Well, have they pushed that yellow in? They have. That's a nice shot.
Great result, isn't it? Because now Sweden have to play for it in the head rather than getting another guard up.
Yeah, just catches the top side of that yellow corner guard and pushes it down into the 12 foot.
Oh,
9.
bara rent. Oh,
9.
oh,
Upp lite.
Rent.
Rent.
fin sten.
Bra så. 9-0. Bra, härligt.
Väck.
Savannah Tiranzoni, she's been top of stats this week for third players.
Gillar ni det där eller?
Ja.
Rakt här.
That won't do our numbers any good, hitting and rolling out of play.
Bakåt just nu.
Okej, vänta, curla.
Vänta linje. Jättekul snart.
Ja, mycket plats. Agnes sten.
Bra linje. Måste vänta.
Massa plats.
Always great communication with the Swedish team.
Nej, lite riskigt. Helt okej.
The weights,
Jämn höjd, så att vi
line,
inte domvickar den.
they make the best of every single shot.
Ja, jag springer här nere är bra. Okej, bra. Jättefin fart.
Bra snack. Ja.
Nu nu halv skott. Ja.
Yeah, that one just not curling out towards the wing enough to get to the face of the yellow.
Nu naar half. Zachtly soft.
Japp. Japp. Hard.
Okej. Goed.
Hit on the nose.
Och min 9. 9 ja. Ja.
Yeah, it's a very tight affair.
Lite rakare nu efter
Not many stones in play.
Ja, 9-3 hennes.
Okej.
As I said, both these teams never won a European title.
No, the Swiss team haven't been in a European Championship final, but Anna Hasselberg, Swedish side, this is their third in a row.
Nice takeout from Anna.
Så streng han liksom. Ja. Normaal is dat, hè? Ik vind het niet kwaad. Niet naar half. Ja. Normaal. Nieuwse. Voor ons wel. Is goed. Kijk.
You see the touch-sensitive handles there. You see a green light just appearing as it crosses the hog line. That just indicates that the stone has been released before the hog line. As if it's not, red lights will flash and the stone is removed from play.
Det var lite tajt tyckte jag. Tycker du inte det? Nej. Jag tror att vi kan ha samma, Sara. Ja. Samma fart. Ja. Okej, där tar unset mer.
Bara bajta in den i Bosa.
Ja.
Har du vilken? Ja.
Here is the running band underneath of the stone. And that is a face of concentration. Anna Hasselberg attempting the takeout. Well, does make a nice hit and roll. I got to say that Sweden have started this game a little sharper than Switzerland.
Yes.
Yeah, Switzerland not looked like scoring their two at all here. Quite happy to play the blank.
Yeah, they knew early on that they were going for the blank. And that's exactly what they've done. Alina Pats hits the high side, rolls out. No score in the third. So all tied at 1-1.
Det är fortfarande riktigt bra spel så att det är liksom lite skor utom på 10 omgångar så en sten taget på.
Till ändå. Jag tror ändå det kommer att kalla lite när man har där ute. Du fortsätter jobba bra tempo då? Ja. Okej.
That's what they're playing for. European Championship trophy.
Perfekt linje, av plats, hänger kvar lite, riska inget.
As they throw up the centre guard.
Ja, verkligen.
Lite mer ut än vad jag ville. Ja.
This fourth end.
Det kom lite tajt.
Do you think we'll see a move from one of the teams pretty soon, Rona?
Yeah, I think so. Fourth end. Time for Switzerland to put up some corner guards and try and get something generated.
Bis zum Gruyère. Weniger gut so. Schön, Nelly.
Sweden would love Switzerland to force Switzerland to take their one here, so they can then get control again with the hammer.
Samma linje.
82% for Sofia Marberg.
Gå, ni har den över.
Well, a disappointing week for her. She's 5th in the stats for leads this week. And that's not going to help.
No, it isn't.
Melanie Barbazat. She's been number 1 ranked lead this week. Makes a big difference when your lead sets up the ends. Get round this yellow corner. Oh, lovely shot. Sweden will just ignore that yellow on the wing. They're going to concentrate on the centre. Agnes Knockenhauer, 84% for the tournament. Ranked 2nd equal. With the Swiss 2nd, so both these 2nd players battling it out today.
Yeah, Knockenhauer a little heavy with that one. Maybe that miss from Marbergs is just unsettled Sweden a little bit.
Sandra wird da friesen. Nein, das finde ich nicht gut. Wenn sie nochmal friest, ist sie nachher Schott, oder? Ja. Nein, das finde ich nicht gut. Rausnehmen. Entweder der Guard weg oder der. Aber ich finde es Guard. Beides gut. Finde ich auch gut. So. Ja. Ja. Normal. Okay.
Switzerland know that that centre red guard is the only danger zone for them right now. So Esther Nuenschwander can remove this guard and roll over. Try and give themselves another. Just catches it too thin though, opens it up.
Jag gillar den där, Agnes. Du vickar ju bara dit. Du spelar innan. Marginal, bara vicka långt. Jag spelar gärna så. Open.
Yeah, Sweden now with the chance to tidy things up if they can just catch inside of nose and roll to the centre. Might get a piece of that back yellow.
Whoa! 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 Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Well, they were so close. Agnes Knockenhauer was calling, swooping on. Anna was saying no. A little frustrated with that one.
Yep, goes nose hit, so Switzerland lie to. Have last stone this end, so certainly their twos looking good at the moment. Anna just eyeing up if there's a double on.
Halv för dubbel, halv är okej. Gillar ni den då? Jag gillar den. Jag spelar typ en 8. Det kan jag göra.
Gillar du det?
Ja, alltså det fanns ju curl så på Agnes. Jag tror det borde gå rakt så här.
Jag tror också det kommer att gå ja, som här. Den har det så.
Sweden certainly don't want to catch that top guard.
Lite mer.
Ja! Ja!
Well, they're going hard on this one.
Need to pass it.
That's a great sweep. He got very tight to the guard.
Elsa curled more than they had thought out there.
Oh, that's so close.
Very well swept.
Sätter mig lite så skön uppkok.
Ja.
Kvalitetslöp för. Okej. Vad som är god.
Vooraf. Achtung Esther, zitten. Achtung Esther. T-line.
So Tallinn's only had good numbers this week, topping third players.
Ja, we hebben niks.
Her stats are better than the second players, which is quite unusual.
Zeker T.
But she's certainly had a very steady week.
Zit.
Yeah, this one maybe just over curling. But it's behind T. Will Sweden elect to play the freeze, or can they see enough to play the takeout?
I think the freeze has got to be the call now. They don't want to lose a 2, so can they now turn around and force?
Bra linje.
Lite dött just nu. Bra fart.
Bra linje, var med. Ja, ja, linje.
Bak fri. Nej.
Nära.
Nej. Lite dött.
Plats.
Playing the out-turn corner freeze.
Plats. Plats. Curla.
Lite dött.
Inget dött.
Don't want to bounce off it.
Bra.
Oh. Is it enough?
T-line. Ik moet.
Well, probably just done enough. Covered enough of the red.
T-line.
Don't think you can get to nose.
Yep. Dat is echt freeze, dat goed bewegen. Nee, bewegen. Is goed. Aan het linie gaan. Is goed. Freeze is ook goed.
Ja.
Yep. Moet shot zien.
Ja.
Is goed. T-line. Zet dan Moesa. Nee, is goed. Vast klier. Achtung, linie.
So what's the game plan for Switzerland in this position, Rona?
Linie, wow.
Well, ideally they'd still like to score their 2 at this end. They've got counters in the house.
Hinne 4. Hinne 4.
That wasn't what she was looking for there. Tap the red to outcount the 2 back yellows. They would love to be able to score 2 here and not be forced to take 1.
Fast det kan bli så här, hon kan ändå rulla upp på den. Ja, exakt. Jag tänker typ 10.
Har vi spelat lite här då?
Nej, jag tänker så. Vi har spelat så. Det är bara...
Typ en 10.
Sweden could hit this and roll over to the right, give separation between the reds.
Gillar du det där?
Jag tror det.
Det känns inte som att det har funnits så mycket.
Nej, jag tycker-
That would set up a good
Mer
force.
curl så än så i alla fall.
Absolut.
They don't want to really stay in the vicinity that it's in case they leave a double.
Men vi vickar ju på det. Jag tror jag kan lira 9,5 på den där isen också, Sara.
Fans in,
Men det är lätt spår, va?
watching this
Gud, vad
tense
sjukt,
final.
Sara. Så var jag kicka lösa. Gillar du isen, Sara?
There's also competitors in watching from the B division, which has been happening all week in the arena next door. Anna Hasselberg, 85% for the week. Top the skip stats.
Nice hit and removes 2 of the yellows.
That's a great shot. Because even now, if Switzerland catch the inside to roll over, they're going to jam the red onto the yellow. But Switzerland could lie shot on top of that red.
Yeah, so will they look for the hit and roll or will they look for the double?
Well, they're not going to be able to move the other red out the house. It's always going to jam on the yellow. But what's important here, that their shooter lies shot and half check even on that other red. Because that would put it behind cover. Ah, hits and rolls the other way. So that actually makes it easier for Sweden to lie 2 and force now.
Det kom ju, det hade bra finish på din, så 10,5 borde inte det sista komma på. Jag gillar det. 10,5. Vicka lite sådär.
So the first half of this end, Switzerland really looked good to get their 2. But that great freeze from Sarah McManus killed their end for them.
Ja, exakt.
And it's just that difference with Switzerland coming back tee. It gave Sweden the chance to freeze. If they'd come round top tee, then Sweden are chasing the end. Really want to keep this on the right-hand side of the sheet.
Yeah, nice takeout.
Switzerland know that they're now being forced. Have to nose this to take their 1.
Yeah, final stone of this 4th end. Pat's being forced into taking the single, which she does. So Switzerland take the lead once again after 4 ends. Sweden 1, Switzerland 2. We are into the 5th end here at the Gruyère AOP European Curling Championships from Tallinn in Estonia, inside the Tondaraba Ice Hall. Who will pick up the gold medal at this European Championship? Will it be Switzerland or will it be Sweden? And that's what they're playing for. The medals and the trophy.
bra Lisa, var med.
Helst inte.
Okej, vi har plats då. Vi har plats. Vi har plats.
Den är bra snart, gärna vänta.
Nej, den går rakt.
Den är helt fyra. Helt fyra. Bite fyra snart. Gärna gömma den lite om
Du
det
kan
går.
gömma den.
Bite fyra.
Känns som att det kan gå.
Ja, det kan gå.
Häng Sara. Gå.
Räcker där.
Nice draw.
Perfekt.
Doesn't get fully buried from Sweden.
Först är väg nu.
Station för hack.
Ja. Hej, vinger det gut. Ja, vind gut, wenn du siehst. Eis ist gut.
Schön zum Besen.
Ja. Zieht nicht plötzlich, hä?
Nein, ich glaube nicht.
70.
Ja.
Okay.
So Melanie Barbazat, used to skipping her own team,
Schneller, Bord.
now playing lead.
Bord. Bord.
Certainly has been outstanding this week.
Bord. Gut. Ist gut. Nimm ihn noch ein bisschen. Nimm ihn noch ein bisschen. Schön, sehr schön.
Yeah, does push that through and roll to the wing.
Yeah, really good shot.
Das ist mein Lieblingsstein von dieser Woche.
Staying in the house, meaning Sweden are going to go after that.
Schön.
9,5.
Japp.
Lite upp.
Japp. Hela vägen.
Hårt.
Janet. Hela vägen. Gå.
Having to hold this one. It's curling.
Gå.
Is it going to hang about? It's not. It spins out of play.
Bra fart. Det är bra. Ser ut som du lirar bra.
Ja, jag tror inte det var
Vor Nacht.
Ja.
Det är mega fin dag. Det är snö, ja.
When these teams met in the round robin, Switzerland won 7-4
Linie ist gut. Platz.
over Sweden.
Platz. Wechseln.
Yeah, these two teams have played each other 28 times.
Das ist einfach so, ja.
Silvana Tirinzoni, 16 wins, and Anna Hasselberg just the 12.
Fest.
There's not many people can say they've got a better win-loss record against Anna Hasselberg.
Gut so.
Bara klippa garden.
And that was with Silvana Tirinzoni skipping. So now they've got Patson throwing last stones and has made the Swiss lineup even stronger this week.
Ren. Japp. Ligger bra. Härligt Agnes.
Bra, Aggie.
Snyggt.
Bra.
Off for the centre guard. Let's take a look at the Swiss delivery. All very different, aren't they, Rona?
They are fairly compact in the head, very different arm and release for them all. Very steady, but certainly very different arm movements and wrist and releases,
Nur Linie.
Genau, Centerline.
which does make things slightly harder when there's not consistency throughout the team.
Sicher jetzt. Gut.
You'll get different results.
So is that something the teams will work on during the season?
Hack.
Yeah, absolutely. Just have a look at Swedish releases. They're very compact, very steady deliveries. Agnes is a lot lower. But the bend in their arm is all very similar. When they then play through the stone, the only difference is Anna starts with a straight handle and then puts a handle on. But yeah, it's really important to have consistent releases. It's easier for the skip to read the ice as well.
Go.
But you're never going to get everybody the same. So that's a skill set of the skip to be able to play to their team's strengths and be able to read their releases.
Yep.
As long as you do the same thing every time, it's much easier for the skip to read the ice.
Ich sage, es gleich aus, oder? Ich würde dir keine Sorgen machen, das ist Max schnell. Nein, ich würde 90er-Split. Ja, für vorne 8.
Was habe ich da vorher gehabt? 50
Da habe ich 80 gehabt
Ja,
vorher.
ich gehe.
Så vi immer så für das andere Spiel.
Ja.
You can see Silvana there, her wrist is quite low.
Bis 4 Fuß,
4 Fuß, ja.
10.
Växla, den griper.
So yeah, everybody's different.
10, hinne 4.
Finger 4.
Nein, nein, nein.
Den får einfach abholen.
This is looking a bit heavy. Sweeper standing back.
Hinne 8.
Schau noch weg der Linie.
I'd really like to have been top tee with this.
Okej. Hej. Good.
Yeah, that's a mistake from Silvana Tiranzoni.
Fryser eller fridra?
Har du någonting på den?
Switzerland do lie too.
Där de.
Sweden have the hammer here.
Bara runda eller?
Ja. Det ser lite mer än vad jag såg.
Ja, jag vet. Men det var en perfekt skott i det.
Ja, jag vet.
Det är klart, om vi gör den nu,
Tyckte det var helt okej.
då kanske de slår där. Då får vi runda nu sen.
Ja.
Jag gillar det.
Jag gillar det.
Men samtidigt ska vi ticka garden nu.
Så har de ingen bra skotte.
Nej. Gillar ni den eller?
Ja, jag gillar det.
Ja.
Ta fart då.
So looking at the options here, whether to take the guard, remove the one in the house, or just draw around. So had a bit of a chat and decided to tap back the yellow. It's just been played by Switzerland.
Fin fart.
Rent, håll igång. Ja! 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 Wow! Ja! Ja! Hårt! Hårt!
Sweeping this time, hold it.
Wow, wow, wow!
Past the guard,
Nej, nej, nej. Snyggt.
get to the nose.
Ja.
Perfekt satt. Ja.
Still a good chance for Switzerland to force here.
Ja. Ze hadden control.
Yep, even if they just hit and roll over here on top of that other red Swedish counter, they don't need to remove it. They would lie two and be quite a lot of separation between them. Sweeping this hard, is she past the guard? Oh, yes, she is. Well swept. Just hits it on the nose.
Ja. Försöker sätta den lite rakare, Anna.
Okej.
Sweepers just catching their breath there.
Yeah, it's quite a physical game, isn't it?
Certainly is. This is our 11th game this week. 9 round robin games, a semi and a final. You need to be as fit as you were in the first game of the week.
Mycket fart. En sekund hårdare.
Helt upp.
This one's a bit higher though.
Bra, ligger skott. Perfekt.
Gets second prize by catching on the wide red. Forces Switzerland to make a play in it.
Fina.
Ja, skott. Akkurat nasen, oder?
Super. Ja, nice.
Yeah, Switzerland really want to hit this on the nose. Lie two.
Finns minimum, Silvana.
Hej.
För den fina.
Ja, good.
Super så.
Zeergelijk.
Japp.
Fest.
Japp. Färskt! Hard! Färskt!
Kom i handen. Fest.
Hard!
Good. Zeer.
Great shot. Lies two.
Good.
Sweden will just ignore them. Come round that centre guard.
Då sitter den bättre där.
Try and force an error out of Switzerland.
Ja.
Anna Hasselberg really wants to get her two here. Go into the fifth then break.
Ja,
with the lead.
Det borde inte hämta där, va, eller?
Nej, jag tror inte det.
Nej.
Om någonting vill du visa lite här, eller?
Ja, exakt. Gillar ni den här isen?
Ja, alltså Fias hade inte mycket finish.
Nej.
Jag funderar på mindre.
Jag gillar den här isen.
Ja, jag tror också det.
Min hamnade ju typ där.
It's important to finish top tee
Yes.
and be buried.
Ja, det är det.
Vad vill ni ha då?
Yeah, there's no real benefit playing the takeout in the back yellows now.
Så inte
They know they're going to have to score, so they might as well have a chance at making two by coming around the centre guard.
Men fortfarande
Helt okej. Ta det lite lugnt i början då.
Ja.
Bra linje.
Lite.
Bra linje.
Ja!
Hårt!
Sweepers onto this one early.
Bara fart! Se lite lös ut för mig.
Agnes!
8-4.
Bra linje.
Håll igång den, Agnes!
Gärna dra den.
Weight looks okay. How's the line?
Ja!
Trying to bury it now. Is it enough though? Would it jam on the back yellow?
What she has done is she's asked the question, Rona.
Yeah, you can see there, she would have liked it just to bury a fraction more. But it does ask the question. Switzerland may jam it on the back.
Pitslig fill, så. Vill man kliva in, Nicke?
Not so hectic.
Ja. Spielt in Abspiel. Ja, hinterseits finde ich es gut. Ja, ist gut.
Jag tror att den är lite snabbare. Skulle jag nog säga.
Ja, säsongfart kommer säkert ligga där då.
Ja.
So just playing a hack tap back here.
Achtung! Gå weg! Oh.
They want to pass the guard pretty tight
Melly!
to avoid the jam.
Först! Först! Kom här! Först!
Ah, great shot. Really controlled weight. Avoid the jam and lie three. And Anna Hasselberg being forced to take her one. See, fairly tight to the guard. Nice controlled weight.
Fart så ligger den här kanske med lite mindre sop där.
Jag tror samma fart ligger samma. Jag tror det finns lite kvar överallt också.
Okej. Vad hade ni för?
Yeah, so very important stone for Anna Hasselberg, drawing against three.
Ja.
Looking for about 14.5 seconds between the two hog lines.
Yep, between 14.5 and 15. Won't be far away. Just needs to be fully in the 8 foot.
This one looks a little pacey at 14.2. Is this going to take a seat?
Yes, it is.
Yep, it will be a score of 1, but did drift to the back 8 foot. So all tied after 5 ends of play in this gold medal game. Sweden 2, Switzerland 2.
Det där känner knäväxig. Ja. Ja. Sätt en tjoffars vill ha prov med det fort. Ja, ja.
Härligt, jättebra liv.
Fin dragning, Anna.
Härligt.
Och se för runda.
Sköra fan inte mycket där nu alltså. Nej. Den bröt liksom aldrig.
Nej, exakt. Men vi gick ändå bredvid gadden liksom okej i linje liksom.
First end. This is Anna Hasselberg's final stone. Switzerland with the hammer. Nice hit and roll in behind the corner guard. Second end. Anna Hasselberg facing one. Throws the draw to the button. Needs to use the backing to level the match at 1-1. Fourth end. Sweden sitting to Alina Pat. This time being forced herself to play the takeout. Makes it. We're at the fifth end. It's Sweden 2, Switzerland 2.
The first corner a little bit higher. So if we only get one, we have it.
Yes.
So just that's good. Haka liksom.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because if they throw a corner, like, yeah, then I definitely think so.
But slowly, just slowly work your way to get the hammers back, right?
Yeah,
you want to get the
exactly.
hammers back to 8 and 10 for us.
Yeah.
So we got
We've done a great job.
Yeah, we
Now
got
it's just keep it going.
we got 2 ends.
Yeah.
Right, to kind of feel your way through it. Just,
Yeah.
we're doing everything right,
Yeah.
right? So
Let's go out there and enjoy this last 5 ends that we have of this
Yeah.
championship.
Yeah.
So just make the most out of it.
Last 20
Last 20 ends, yeah.
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 Lite koncentrera.
Erik, 2 minuter.
Yes, man.
Die Timeout skal viel länger aushaben. Haben so kann ich mir zu viel Goal.
That's how many times kommen, dass ich mir da wirklich mit da.
Jetzt sind wir sprachlos.
Ja, nee, het is niet het moment te beste voor mij. Goed.
Wir haben schon Mandarinen gegessen, Schoki gegessen.
Ja, Schoki.
Ja. Weiter so, ja.
So here are the stats. Sweden 2, Switzerland 2. Fairly even affair on the percentages, 86 to 88. And that's what they're playing for.
Gå, ni har den. Bra linje.
Lite mer.
Ha lite curl i sig.
Lite lång.
Okej, bra linje.
Welcome back to the Gruyère European Curling Championships from Tallinn in Estonia. This gold medal matchup between Sweden and Switzerland, all tied at 2-2. I am Kenny Edwards and I'm joined by Rona Howie. Rona, do you think Switzerland will make a move and try and score 2 in this sixth end?
Yeah, you would hope so. It's been a pretty cagey affair in the first 5 ends from both sides. I think now we're in the second half of the game. You'll see Switzerland trying to get their 2. But Sweden, you heard them talking, you know, they want to try and force Switzerland and then get the hammer back. So hopefully we'll see a few more stones in play at this end.
Lite rakare än förra.
2 meter.
Bra linje.
So a better game for Sofia Marbergs today, 84%.
Okej. Bra linje.
So just looking to put up a second guard, quite high, to try and leave some distance between the two of them.
Bra. Tycker att det är lite mer, den rör sig lite bättre, lite mer curl.
You can see the time clocks, 21 minutes and 22 minutes remaining. So plenty of thinking time for the second half. 91 for Melanie Barbazat today. Great game from her so far.
Maximal. Den är super, jetzt vorne 4. Aber ganz 4 Fuß. Machen wir ganz gut. Oh, gar nicht mehr.
Yeah, nice draw into the top of the 4.
Great shot.
Yeah, it was very interesting at the 5th end break. Sweden very upbeat and happy with the way things are going. Switzerland a little bit more reserved during the break.
Yeah, Switzerland have won 10 games in a row. But that's all history now. This is a one-off game and it's very hard to keep an unbeaten run. Switzerland know it's time to open up this front. Great game for Esther Neuenschwander, 95% for the first 5 ends. Oh, just missed a double peel. But it's given Switzerland another corner guard, so Switzerland now have 2 corner guards in play. Sweden have just replaced that long centre guard.
Ha plats.
Balans ska lika höjd. Plats. Rakare.
Den har lite böj i sig.
Ja, den har lite broms också, men gärna bara greppa.
Den har fin linje, så bara sitta.
Want to leave this fairly high.
Bara greppa.
And a slightly easier double now for Switzerland.
Yeah, they're quite close together, the 2 reds. Look at that, a couple of feet over the hog line. Well, do pick the red off the top of the yellow in the house.
Yeah, big smile there. Just caught that slightly too thick, but she does peel the one out of the house. But leaves cover now for Sweden.
Yeah, so Sarah McManus just going to come around this centre. Switzerland with last stone in this end, remember?
Yeah, and this is where Switzerland have got their corner guards up. They need to try and get a roll behind. Try and generate something behind these guards.
I should be able to see most of this. If they could make a nice hit and roll, could set up a chance of scoring two.
Oh, has it rolled into the open? There is a gap between these two yellow guards. Ah, yeah, you can see. Sweden can see all the yellow. But it's where do they want to roll to here? Yeah, that was a bit unlucky for Tiranzoni. Just didn't get behind either guard. No sweeping. Ah, lovely shot. Really nice weight.
Härligt. Det är bra.
Det där är min.
Den försöker. Du kommer ha lite, Agnes. Du kommer ha den. Japp, japp, japp. Härligt. Bra.
Very well played, great communication. And a great result, completely buried behind that cover. The only benefit for Switzerland is it is quite a long guard, so there is room to come round and just tap it back. So just trying to make it curl. Passes the guard, but just nicks the red.
Well, chance now for Sweden to use these guards out front.
As we said, Sweden would love to force a one here.
Yeah, the discussions, how do they get in behind the guard? Which handle do they take? It's a fairly narrow port between the red and the yellow.
It is, and they do want to come round that red to the forefoot. But on the outturn, the high yellow causes problems. So need to play that in turn, but as you say, Kenny, not a big port.
Den känns lika out menar ni? Den som jag drog?
Ja, den som du drog. Den som vi tog på det där.
Ja.
Den är ju samma.
Jag tror att jag spelar den på samma sätt. Så har vi kör lätt att kontrollera linjen så.
Ja.
Gärna lite.
98% for Anna Hasselberg today. She's not done much wrong.
Has she found the gap? She has.
How's the weight?
Oh, it's going to slip to the back 8 foot.
But they had to sweep it for line.
Yeah, so they're just discussing on how they're going to get a stone down into the scoring area.
Yeah, because if you play any running weight to tap back, you could hold high in that yellow guard, so it's a difficult port at weight. So the best option really is just to follow Sweden down at the same weight.
We'll be looking for this one top of the forefoot though.
Yeah. So 93% for Pats today. The fourth players are certainly holding their own for their teams.
Da bleiben. Achtung! Wo ist ziehen! Ist dahinter! Fest! Komm, ziehen!
Here it comes.
Esther, Esther, nehmen! Wir sind noch hinter den Button. Ja, aber wir müssen versteckt sein.
Well, find the button.
But it's just 2 inches too far. Sweden can freeze it and get shot.
Men även om jag bara skulle komma in här.
Absolut. Så är det ju trångt.
Är det riktigt svårt att få.
Samma is då?
Jag tror det.
Perfekt linje
Ja,
här.
exakt.
Och det är 3D sten.
Yes, jag gillar det. Samma is.
Där är lite mer, Anna.
Är det? Okej, ta samma då.
Ja.
Du tror inte att den är close ifall jag går lösa det?
Alltså de spelade ju bra nu.
Ja.
Hon var ju nära korn. Alltså,
Even if Sweden do just freeze dead on top and they don't lie shot,
Tror inte att det är någon fara om du vill ha
makes
sådär,
it very difficult for Switzerland to score two.
varmt spår då.
Yes.
Placerar vi den här.
Vad hade ni på förra?
17. Ja.
So very characteristic pre-shot routine for Anna Hasselberg. Cleans her slide. Very focused.
Samma linje.
Plats, plats!
Lite mera
Plats! Aldrig!
Just looking for this one in on top of the yellow. The line's sitting high at the moment.
It is. It's on that yellow guard. Is it coming? Here it comes.
Perfekt linje!
Well, what a shot.
Yeah, that's a really good shot. As I say, it doesn't lie shot, but it now makes it very difficult for Switzerland to get a two. And they couldn't sweep that earlier for weight because of the line.
Härligt, bra skott.
Bra skippa, Sara.
Bra.
How do you get in for two?
And they can't risk tapping their yellow in case they nudge the red onto yellow and lose the shot. So it's got to be the dead draw.
I don't know if the draw's there, Rona.
Even if you scrape past that top yellow guard, you're going to overcurl.
You might see a lot of rotation on this one, but looking at the ice, probably wouldn't pull from that far out if you put a lot of handle on it.
Ich finde es einfach ein bisschen gefährlich. Aber
So schnell wir rein.
You wouldn't think Switzerland would want to go near that red to
ich habe das Gefühl, wenn da mega knapp
Split off
vorbeikommst
it
und wir
because
nachher
they could
von
leave
außen
them.
nehmen, könnte es lange.
Okay. Ich würde es probieren.
Also ja, es ist mega schwierig, ja. Aber
Muss einfach
ich
genau.
sehe den eher wieder da durch. Aber
Ja, ist gut. Gehst du uns vorne 4 und wir machen und dann schön fertig auf die Line.
It's a final stone of the sixth end. Switzerland
grüße dich ein
already sitting one.
Okay. Ja, ganz kurz. Okay. Ja, kannst du. Wo eigentlich nicht? Eigentlich wäre gut. Ja, wo
Probably
ist
to go
klar.
out wide.
Okay.
Well, this one's just going to crash into the guard. I think they knew the shot probably wasn't there. So it's only going to be a single point for Switzerland. They now lead by 1 once again. It's Sweden 2, Switzerland 3.
I can't find mine.
Okay.
I always put my glove in mine. But where you can,
Unsere Zeit läuft schon.
Ja. Ja. Aber ist gut.
20,
Ja.
This is the 7th end of the European Championship final gold medal matchup between Sweden and Switzerland.
Wir sind recht nah. Linie ist gut. Linie ist recht gut.
The trophy will have a new name on it this year. Neither of these sides have managed to pick up a gold medal at the Europeans before.
Sehr schön. Schön.
Super.
Super.
Gut.
Bra linje. Plats.
Rakare, wow.
Plats.
Ny fart.
Haker.
Den går lite rakare. Man måste vänta lite, den är nästan risk.
Känns haker.
Aggan om någon.
Haker nu.
Aggan gärna.
Agnes Sten.
Ligger haker. Det är fin fart.
Gärna gå Aggan.
Ja, gå Agnes. Gå.
Bra Fia.
Bra.
Härligt.
Jag satt den lite rakt Anna.
Ja.
Det är bra.
Den gick gut.
Vor 8.
Ja.
Bitte knapp noch. Zieh. Oh, Platz. 4 Länge gut. Platz. Wechseln.
Den är super.
Länge ist super. Vor 4, vor 8.
Ester
Nehmen
måste
es.
finisha.
Vor 4. Test.
Well,
Måste så vitt vi inte kanske.
Ja. T-line.
Switzerland just going to
T-line.
have one guard
Vitter.
and go around it.
Njofare.
Gut.
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 Drygt halva.
Yep, you heard Wayne Maddaw say to Anna Hasselberg at the 5th end break, get control with the hammer at 8 and 10. So in Anna's head, is she trying to blank this end?
Sarg.
Blank 7 and take your multi-score in 8, force 1 and 9 and score in 10.
Ganska mycket fart.
I would imagine with the game plan for Sweden right now, but Switzerland will have other ideas about that.
Jobba Anna. Jobba.
Bra spel, Fia.
There is Wayne Maddaw.
Vorne 4.
It's like, cheers, need coffee time.
Vorne 8. Vor 4.
Nog länge. Vart.
Länge ist gut. Vor 4. T-line.
Vart Meli.
All sauber.
T-line.
So hit and roll out there from
Hin 8.
Sweden allows Switzerland to come round this guard
Hin 12.
in a better position. This is looking heavy as well. We see it so often, second half of the game.
Okay.
Just nerves now starting to kick in.
Är det dumt att klippa? Bara fråga.
Yeah. The Swiss bench looking on rather nervously.
Ja, den kan jag gilla.
Samtidigt.
Yep, when it gets to the business end of the game,
Sätter den här. Ola, sätta kortare.
Den är ju inte så hög. Nej, precis. Den är det.
errors need to be capitalised on.
Jag tror jag gillar runt, eller runt där.
Ja, jag var...
Jag gillar också rundan åt. Vi har en corner.
But then are you in a quandary if you're Sweden right now? So you're thinking, I want to blank this end and go into the 8th
Gick bra här, Aga.
with the hammer.
Där har du.
But now you've got an opportunity. Do you take it at the 7th?
Känns bak 8.
Ja, aldrig.
Bara linje.
Bara din. Bak 12. Bak 8.
Bak 8.
Kommer ner.
Aldrig.
Bak 8.
Bak 8.
Yeah, looks as if they're going to try and score multiple by going round the corner.
Ja, 14-0.
Greppa lite.
Borde hänga.
Vad mer än
Bra
Fia?
linje.
Bak 8.
Vad mer än?
Bak
Japp,
8.
japp. Oh, räcker det?
Åh, räcker.
Räcker.
Det är bra.
Bra,
Bra,
Ekas.
härligt.
Ska
Bra snack.
Nej.
Nej, jag borde inte va?
Bra. Det är
Bra
bra.
snack tjejer.
Jättebra Karl. Ja.
Ja.
Okej.
I think as we saw the first 5 ends, so cagey, Kenny, that somebody's going to have to play to win this game. You can't rely on mistakes.
Yeah.
Ring 8. Pinne 8 goed. Nu længe. Længe godt. Nu længe. Godt så, Melly. Linje er godt. T-line. Vester, bistra Nanne. Bistra Nanne. Fresh linje.
And this one from Switzerland is past the corner guard. Right back on that red.
And probably today, I would say both teams just struggling a bit with drawing round the guards. They're going back tee instead of commanding the top tee position. Allows opposition to freeze them. Well, they're past. And that one does stop top tee. Great shot. Magnus Knockenhauer passes the guard with a good inch to spare. Great result.
I think this is the key shot in this end. This shot isn't made perfectly. Sweden do have a chance to get a 2. Certainly looks as if it's got enough weight.
Yeah, they're wanting just to tap it back, but they need to scrape past the guard quite tight. Don't want to bounce off to the middle. Ah, now.
Well, I said it could be a possible score of 2. Could be possibly 3 if Sweden could make the double.
Blir skott på frysen då, va?
Kom ner och kolla. Det ligger helt okej tycker jag för den där.
Man vill bara inte bredda där nere liksom.
Alltså, känns som att ska vi göra något annat så gör vi den. Och det är inte så mycket på att stanna på heller.
Nej, man vill inte bara råka bredda här nere.
Hur mycket
liksom.
luft har du här?
Ganska mycket.
Så man skulle kunna spela en halvträff och ligga, alltså...
Ja, absolut.
What options do Sweden have, Rona?
Då hamnar vi där.
They could lift a double right now.
Jag kan tycka det är
They could hit and roll.
Så kallar de över lite så kan man spela på. Ja, exakt. Då blir den
They could hit and roll over towards the centre as well. They could draw around the centre to the forefoot. They do lie short right now.
Gillar du inifrån?
But the only problem with drawing round the centre guard, Switzerland could raise that yellow straight back and kill their end.
Ifall vi får den övercurlad lite åt det hållet.
Alltså jag känner ju för utifrån, men...
Okej, då spelar vi
du har isen inifrån så...
Jag har isen på båda.
But if Sweden hit and roll over, they do give a pocket for Switzerland to sit on as well.
Jag tänker att jag nog vill sätta den ganska rakt, Anna.
At this stage, they've got to guarantee their 2. If they get a 3, it's a bonus.
Wow! Mycket för! Ren!
Ja! 7,5! Ja! Ja! Gå! Ligger bra! Gå!
Trying to get the inside. And what a great shot. They don't leave the pocket. They spun enough to lie 3 in a row.
Yeah, nice shot from McManus.
Härlig sten, Sara.
And they're all behind the corner guard.
So this is the second attempt at trying to come down and corner freeze.
Yeah, they've got two options. They can either freeze the top one or come round and freeze the back one.
Wow.
Important they just don't bounce off.
Passing the guard okay. See Silvana Tiranzoni just looking up at the big jumbotron that's in the centre of this arena. Big screen on all four sides.
Gå för vicken till linan.
Ja, exakt.
Så kommer deras spinnar bak. Ja.
Jag tänker 9 eller 8.
Jag gillar 9.
Vad har du? Du sa 70.
Ja, jag kanske har 65.
Alltså, den gärna jag
Do you go after the yellow around the guard, or do you drive the red corner guard in?
Yeah, you want your corner guard there because it's protecting your counters. But it's not easy to come round and tap that yellow back and not remove a red. So you could run your red corner straight back onto the yellow.
Jag vill bara säkert ut den. Ja, 9,5.
Can't see the whole yellow stone, so that red it's sitting beside, they know that's going to go. But that's fine if the yellow spins off and goes out the house and their shooter stays in. So the roll with this shooter could be the key as well here. Spin the yellow out off the red. Ah, great shot.
Yeah, really nice shot from
Lie 3.
McManus. Yep.
Riktigt snyggt, härligt, bra spel.
Just passes the guard perfectly, spins the yellow off the red and keeps the shooter. And it gives some separation now with the Swedish stones. However, the only benefit for Switzerland, everything's back tee. So a perfect freeze here would completely kill the end for Sweden.
Platz Ender, Feldplatz, sicher gerade Esther.
Linie ist super,
Nein, die Linie ist gut.
Linie!
Going a little bit for line.
Fertig, super. Die Linie ist auch gut. Sind dran. Genau,
Sind dran, Linie ist
Esther,
super.
Esther, genau, freeze.
Want the dead freeze on top. Don't want to spin off.
Schön, super.
Great shot. They lie one and really make it difficult now for Sweden.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that Anna's not playing a little bit of weight in this to try and move things and create an angles or push stuff out of the 8 foot.
Yeah, just in case she gets the opportunity with her last to remove it, then it's going to jam and out counter her other counters. So you would think now she wants to tap to move that red behind the yellow.
Nej, gå jätterakt.
Oh, they're backing up off this one. Beginning to come down the hill now. Curl taking effect.
Still plenty of room, it's got a long way to curl.
Well, did play the weight, but just didn't have the line. Switzerland's still got to be very careful though.
They do indeed. They could hit and roll behind the centre guard. They don't want to leave a double for Anna Hasselberg. So this seventh end, a few errors creeping in from both sides.
Solid.
That gold medal's getting closer for one of these teams. Charlena Pats cannot afford to hit and run out here. Ah, great shot.
What a hit and roll. Super shot from the fourth player. Really does play well under pressure.
She certainly does. And that's why Tirinzoni brought her into the team.
Den hänger det ju lite en stund liksom och så kommer
I'll skip it, you play these pressure shots.
Bra draget.
So a force for Anna Hasselberg again, but has to play against two.
Det är inte lika lätt som den här som du drog. Inte riktigt lika snurrigt här. Nej, men så likadant som den jag drog förut.
Great shot play from Switzerland. Sweden were looking like a big end.
Yeah, final stone.
Bra
Anna Hasselberg in the seventh. Having to go a little bit for the line. This one looks as if it's made Rona.
Yeah, perfect weight, perfect line.
Yep, slips to the back of the button. Sweden get their point on the board, and once again we're all tied at 3-3 after 7 ends.
Ich weiß einfach nicht, sie macht die Doppelgard, wenn wir das gehen, sonst könnten wir mal Soft-Clearing machen. Bra linje. Ha lite curl i sig. Bra linje. Jättefin linje.
Ha lite plats.
Gå ganska rakt ändå.
Ha lite plats.
Kolla upp, gå rakt.
Back with the action in the 8th end of this gold medal matchup at the Gruyère AOP European Curling Championships. Coming to you live from Tonderaba Ice Hall in Tallinn, Estonia. So 8th end, Rona. Things beginning to get interesting. Someone's got to make a move.
Yep, they certainly are. And Sweden had a big end on the cards there. They could have got a 2 or 3. But Switzerland played 2 great shots to kill their end. See the lead stats. Sofia Marberg's 88, Melanie Barbazat 91. So Melanie just got the edge today.
Perfekt linje. Kan dra den om du kan. Räcker.
But yeah, 8th end of a 10-end game. This is a key one.
geht noch knutschnell.
Finde ich gut.
Hey,
Länge gut.
Länge ist recht gut.
Achtung, Esther. Achtung. Nur Linie.
Länge ist recht gut voran.
Achtung.
Platz haben wir noch. Platz hätten wir noch. Vorne 4. Können wir nicht. Nein, wir nicht.
Achtung.
Zieh ein bisschen, zieh! Länge ist super. Fest! Gut. Oh. Ist gut.
Ah, great shot again from Melanie.
Sehr schön.
Completely buried and top 4. Great weight control today.
Yeah, she's been really steady in this final. Not shown any signs of nerves.
Bra linje. Håll igång. Känns 12. Jättefin linje. Bra linje. Måste gå. Perfekt linje. 12. Gå Fia. Ja, Fia linje också. Gå Fia.
Oh, they got this one past the second red guard.
12. Hårt linje också.
Working it hard. They need to pass.
Perfekt linje. Gå.
Well swept.
Lite till.
It's a wee bit short.
Bra Agnes.
Wanted to freeze the yellow.
Ja, fingers gut.
Nur
Zähle Versuche beide.
So now Switzerland are able to peel the top guard.
Gut. Schön.
Yeah, what's the thinking of peeling that centre guard, Rona?
Switzerland want this centre open. They don't want to be forced to take one at this 8th end. They know that that's cover Sweden can use. Pretty close stats for the second players, 86 and 88. So it really is nip and tuck this game. You know, players and the positions are very, very similar stats. You just feel in this stage of the game, Kenny, one key shot is going to be the difference between these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a very cagey affair so far. That one's just pulled up a little short.
Bra spel.
Nochmal, oder?
Följ jag Line?
So kannst du alle, oder nicht?
Ja, der da geht nicht raus. Der geht da hin.
Yep, it's been a long week. They've had 9 round-robin games, semi-final and now the final.
Also ich weiss nicht,
So
ob
both
es
teams
schlau
are
ist so.
slightly cagey. Anna Hasselberg desperate to win her first European
Also
gold
der
medal.
geht sicher nicht raus.
She's been in the final the last 2 years, runner-up on both
Also der geht
occasions.
vielleicht mit, aber das ist okay.
Der geht, glaube ich, nie mit. Aber du siehst es einfach fast nicht, weißt du?
Also ich finde den gut. Und sonst nur der dann.
Ist gut. So, es kann sein, dass unser geht so. Ich habe jetzt mehr gemeint.
Yeah, looking for about 3/4 on this top red. Drive it back onto the other two and should get everything moving.
Yep, Sweden were unlucky. They left the reds side by side. Just look as though they're on the high side, just going to peel the guard off. Sweden deciding to take a time out, get their coach down and get some words of wisdom.
Vill vi hamna där bakom då? Egentligen.
Yeah, Wayne Madodge making his way down onto the ice.
Jag tycker det är svårt läge.
Hur blir det om man spelar
Let's see what input he gives.
Ska man spela för att ligga 3 bara? Spela en take?
Jag var också inne på take.
Ja, den tänkte jag först också.
Typ
en 11 liksom.
Men man kan ju träffa så tjockt som möjligt.
Ja, precis. Då ligger vi ändå helt okej
Då kanske de
med...
har vick med dubbel.
Ja, det enda är om 26 möjligt och sätter hon den. Sitter hon emellan.
Ja.
Det är inte, jag skulle nästan hellre vicka så.
Kan man spela något sånt?
Do we like line 3?
Yeah, what do you like?
blank, force.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
So sit 3.
sit 3,
Yeah.
try and roll it
Yes.
behind the corner guard,
Yeah.
and keep the force alive as long as you can. Because force them is really good. They might go in the rings in 9, then we try and blank 9, right? Because 1 down with, 2 down with is a good scenario for us, right? It's really good for us. So I think you hit it, roll behind the corner, keep the force, keep sitting 2 as long as you can. So keep the force going. Okay? Okay? Let's go, team.
Well, quite clear instruction from Wayne Maddaw there.
Ja, det går rakt här så att
He'd be really happy to force
ganska lite is.
an 8, blank 9,
Alltså, lagom
and
lite is.
take last on advantage down the 10th end. So he wasn't just talking about this scenario or this shot, he was talking about the forward planning as well.
Yeah, it's reinforcing to the players because they can get sucked into the here and now and reacting to the situation, and it's just sticking to your game plan, play the scoreboard, and it's just sometimes good for the coach to come in and just calm the team and reinforce what they're trying to do. And that's what we said at the beginning of this end, Kenny. That's exactly what Sweden need to do. Force 1 here.
Yeah, good shot. Doesn't hold the red out wide, but still sit 2.
So Switzerland won a try for their 2 here at 8. So if you were Switzerland, would you ignore that and just draw right round? Try and get something behind cover? Because the way the situation is, they're 2 against, they could be forced to their 1, which they don't want to do. They won a 2 here. This is not going to roll behind the corner.
Yeah, it rolls out of play.
And shaking her head. That was a chance for them to get round that corner guard. They've put the corner up. They didn't draw around it.
Det är bara runt corner vi kan tappa 2. Vi sa force, blank eller stil. Det kommer inte stjäla.
Nej, jag gillar klippen. Kör den.
Ja.
Well,
Lite kvar finns det.
electing to peel the guard off.
That just allows Switzerland to blank the end. Sweden had just discussed about forcing, so they want to lie too. So now Switzerland know they've not got cover. The only thing they can do is use that red and try and come round it.
So just take a look at a bit of the action in the 7th. Pat playing the internal freeze around the corner guard. Really killed the end off.
Yeah, 3 against and just killed them.
Yeah, Anna Hasselberg having to draw with her final stone for a single to level the match.
So I'm surprised at Anna Hasselberg peeling that guard off. Not drawing to lie 2 and go for the force. And then Switzerland didn't try and draw around to generate a 2, so definitely very cagey play from both teams.
Still seem fairly relaxed, the Swiss. Take out from Anna Hasselberg. They probably intended to run just to make sure they didn't leave anything in play. 95% for Hasselberg against 88 for Pat. Some high numbers from the skips.
Yep, but stats are all right. At the end of the day, it's the win on the board that matters. You have to play the game to win it. You can't just wait for mistakes.
Einfach putzen ist schon gut. Also, das ist okay. Ist hinten 4. Nein, nein, ist gut, ist gut. Einfach nur putzen, meine ich, dass er nicht verwünscht. Gut. Ist gut. Schön. Sehr schön. Länge hast du? 90. Das ist 90. Gut. 14, 3. 14, 3. Super. Ich denke, wo er
So, Sweden just thinking, well, okay, Switzerland are going to blank this. We're going to have to force in 9. Like, they've got no option. They have to force in 9 and then take the hammer in 10 if they want to win this. Switzerland, if they're blanking this, they'll win a blank 9. Go into 10 with the hammer.
Jag tror att det där är typ 8-7, ja 8,5. Ja. Ja, 8. Igen. 8. Japp. Wow. Japp. 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 Ligger bra. Röna. Bra.
So, yep, hits it on the nose. Elena Pats will be quite happy just to go for the blank.
Yeah, so final stone in this 8th end. Elena Pats looking for the half stone. Not played a lot of weight at this. Is she intending on taking the one, Rona?
Nope, she clearly wants to score at 8.
Well,
she wants to score at 8 and force at 9.
Very interesting call by Switzerland as they lead once again. It's Sweden 3, Switzerland 4.
Nein, also wenn sie auf Zeit raus will, dann.
Nichts gemacht. 2. Muss nach sein, ha? Mitte.
So nah es geht.
Esther.
This is the 9th end of the gold medal matchup between Sweden and Switzerland. Switzerland one ahead. Now it's about to get interesting, isn't it, Rona?
Certainly is. 9th end of the game. Switzerland 1 up. They put up the centre guard. Sweden immediately go to tick the guard. Sweden's got a very clear plan here. They want a blank end. They want to take that hammer into 10. So can't remove the stone from play. It's in the free guard zone, just ticking it to the side. So didn't hit as much of it as they'd wanted to. They wanted to push that yellow further out to the side.
Yeah, held the red in play. So don't want to leave it there.
So the European Championships this week, it's been a qualifier for countries to guarantee a place at the World Championships. So as well as these two teams, Germany, Russia, Latvia, Scotland and Denmark will have already qualified for the World Ladies Championships in Denmark in March. And Czech Republic and Finland will go to the new World qualifying event in New Zealand in January, along with the first two of the B division, who are Norway and Estonia.
Ist gut, putzen, putzen, putzen.
Ja, Meli. Schön. Gut, das ist sehr schön.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be going all the way in this matchup. Anna Hasselberg has already lost 2 European finals. Won't want to make it a third.
Yep, and this new Swiss lineup have really had a strong week.
Yeah, they've had an unbelievable week. I don't think they could even have hoped to have gone through the round robin without dropping a match.
And Silvana Tiranzoni had said that in her interview, that better than she'd ever dreamed of coming into this event, the results they've had so far. It is a new team, a new lineup. They're still getting to know each other. The Swedish team have been together for many years. They know each other very well.
Yeah, these teams spend a lot of time on the road with each other, staying in hotels, training on the ice. It really is, they're pretty much a family when they start the season.
Absolutely. But it's interesting when two teams want something so much that they are just playing slightly differently than they would normally. We usually see a lot more stones from Sweden in play.
Oh, it just rolls out of play.
Now Sweden have the chance to peel the guard.
Exactly what they wanted to do.
Bakom den här? Ja, jag vill bara säga. Jo, det är klart att det finns det, men... Det är en kort skjut. Ja, jag ser inget annat. Det skulle vara att spela teten här, men... Det är väldigt bra.
Yeah, they're just having a look to see if Switzerland drew around that yellow, where they would get to. It's a relatively short run back.
Helt upp! Ren. Nej!
Well, didn't quite make contact with the other yellow, but won't be too disappointed.
No, they'll be happy just to clear that guard off.
Magst du schnell da?
Oh, ich gehe, oder?
Ja, geht.
Ja. Näher ans Haus. Nein, nicht so. Meter. Meter fürs
Ja.
Haus. Gut.
Dann fein
Also.
einfach.
Also.
Mitte.
Hey, Mitte ist gut.
Mitte.
Bis
So,
da.
Switzerland elected to throw the guard
Nur bis
Meter
da.
vors Haus.
on the centre line.
Okay, nur bis da.
Ein bisschen näher.
Wir sind noch nicht ganz
Schon
dort.
gute Garde
Sehr
ist.
gut
Der eine
aus,
brauchen,
sehr
den man
gut
kann
aus.
brauchen.
Bis da. Bis zum Besen. Ja, noch ein, Esther. Komm, fest. Schön. Schön. Gut gespielt, Lili.
Gut.
Once again, Sweden not falling into that trap of coming around the guard.
No, because Sweden don't even want to play for their 2 here. You know, you might think, well, why don't they draw around and try and generate 2, but 2's no good to them. They don't want...
Gets one,
Oh,
and gets the other.
gets 2.
Really nice shot.
Yeah, Sweden don't even want to go into the final end 1 up without the hammer, because they know with the new 5 rock free guard zone, it's very easy for teams to score.
Ja, ist gut.
But certainly this end now looks as though Sweden will get exactly what they played to get, a blank end. No stones in play.
Ins Haus und nachher friesen. Ja, ich glaube, sie wird auch im Haus hineinpeilen, aber wir können schon ins Haus.
Okay, dann ist Guard gut
Nein,
für
das
mich.
3 ist gut.
Ja.
Machen wir es 3, 20.
Mitte.
Bisschen
Gut.
knapp.
Dran sein, ja?
Machen eine gute Garde.
So Pats again throwing the guard,
Näher.
Okay, passen, kommen. Nein.
hoping that
Mitte, nur
Sweden
Mitte.
will elect to
Noch ein bisschen näher.
Nie weiter.
try and come around it.
Gut gewischt. Gut so.
Will Switzerland be rowing the 8th end now, taking their 1?
Schön.
I think it might come back to bite them, Rona.
Dann gehört sie es ja. Weißt du, das Hausspielen nachher friesen, das versteht sie ja auch. Swing ist auch ihr Verständnis.
Yeah, I think if you were Sweden, you'd be really happy that Switzerland took their 1 at the 8th.
Japp. Och bara ren.
Anna Hasselberg playing the peel on the guard,
Ligger bra. Ligger jättebra. Härligt.
makes it go away. So nothing in play in this 9th end. 2 stones to come. Looks like we're going to be heading down the 10th end with Sweden trailing by 1.
But having the hammer.
Yeah. Do you think they're favourites going into the 10th end?
Bis 9 ist alles gut.
Well, I don't know, this game's been so cagey all along, it's really difficult to make a call, but I would certainly favour Sweden with the hammer looking for 2. But they haven't been able to generate a 2 the whole game,
Vor 8.
T-line.
so that would be my only
Okay, T-line wäre super.
T-line.
slight concern.
T-line.
Bis da.
Switzerland have managed to make the force every time.
Darf noch ein bisschen gerlen. Darf noch ein bisschen gerlen. Nehmen wir dann auf die
Vier-
Spur.
vier
Da.
können wir nicht.
Nehmen wir dann auf die
Nur
Spur.
die.
Einfach auf die Spur. Gut so.
Gut.
Gut.
Super, Patsy.
T-line. Super.
So I don't think we'll see Sweden take their 1.
No, I don't think so. Not intentionally. Coaches doing their
Sätter vi dit den här.
analysis of the game.
Yeah, Anna Hasselberg has a very deliberate routine that she goes through before she delivers every stone.
Really important to have the same pre-shot routine every single time.
Final stone of the 9th. Looking to hit and run.
Ligger bra.
Ligger bra.
Ligger bra. Ligger halvt.
Played it well. So we're going to go into the 10th end.
Härligt. Ge
with
honom.
Sweden trailing by 1. It's Switzerland 4, Sweden 3, after 9.
Jättebra tålamod.
Linie ist gut, bis da. Länge ist recht gut. Nimm du. Alina! Mit Länge. Halt! Fest! Go, go, go!
And welcome back to this 10th end of the European Championship final from Tallinn, Estonia. Sweden trailing by 1 to Switzerland. 4-3 the score. Just having a bit look at the stats for trailing by 1 so far under the 5-rock rule. Teams are still preferring to be 1 up without in the last end.
Nej, 4-0 står ja. Det är sneller.
Vind ik goed.
T-line.
Aber T hatte.
Yeah, what I'm saying, I'm looking at the stats for being 1 up without. It's about 60% in favour of that situation.
Yeah, and this is where stone placement is key from Switzerland to not allow Sweden the opportunity to get the chance to build up too. So the centre guard's quite long. Sweden can see enough. Tap this back and get a roll. Oh, it's very spinny handle, a lot of rotation here. Needs to keep the shooter.
Well, this one needs to hang around and it's going to run out of play. Big mistake there from Sofia Marberg. Still early in the end though. Some really good numbers right through all the teams in this final.
And that probably reflects that it has been quite a simple game, as in not a lot of stones in play, so the degree of difficulty is not as great. Just neither team taking big chances.
Well, one team's going to have to take that chance because there can be only one winner.
Yep, there can only be one winner, and it will come down to this end.
Yeah, just looking to bump the yellow back. Very nice shot.
Lovely shot.
I think we're going to see some action in this 10th end.
Yep, well, both teams have to play to win it.
Gut. Eindelijk.
Switzerland can afford to lose a one. They can force Sweden to take their one and get an extra end.
No lange.
But at what point do they turn and say, we're going to go for the steal?
Fresh, come on.
So depending on stone position, you know, tactics will change as the end progresses.
Fresh, linie.
This is also a nice shot.
Okay, good.
Great shot.
Kan vi skicka den?
Eller... Fast det ligger ju bra där.
Kom ner. Kolla ikke så godt.
Is it too early to play the double on the back yellows? I think it maybe is.
Yeah, they'll save that for later in the end.
Nej, jag också. Precis, jag kan använda den.
Jag tänker snarare...
Bara öppna.
Gillar du öppna? Oavsett tänker jag. Den här ligger ju ändå...
Gul, va?
Ja, gul. Men ja.
Så vad har vi för alternativ
All
då?
4 players in having a discussion about what to do.
Vad sa du?
TT'n har vi ju också.
And they need to get these stones moved about in the 4-foot. They don't want it blocked up.
Ja, gaddar. Eller öppna med.
Gillar du det?
Ja, jag gillar det.
Still got plenty time on the
Gaddar.
clock. Well, not anywhere close.
Öppna till. Eller ja, så just nu ligger den här kvar i bord.
Swedish bench looking very pensive.
Och den TT'n, då kommer jag tvungen att typ spela bort den själv.
They've used their time
Jag
out,
gillar bara öppna.
so they need to make the decision themselves.
Om man skulle vara tvungen att spela på den här på sista fart, då borde man kunna ha den spelen ganska hårt så den stickar och den stickar.
Ja.
Ja.
I like this call.
Rakt och fint här, Agnes.
Yeah, they have to score their one to get the extra end. Ideally, they want the two to win the game, but they can't afford to lose anything against the head. And that's what I was saying about when does Switzerland try to turn the screw and just say, okay, we're going to go for the steal. And then Sweden are in trouble.
Nej, nej, nej. Rent. Rent nu. Upp lite. Rent. Bra.
Bra, högan.
Yeah, probably would have looked to hold on to that shooter. Leave a double corner.
Här är Dennis, bra.
So Switzerland call there, time out.
Ich habe zuerst gedacht, es ist der Pick.
Ja, wie der hat es einfach gratis.
Und im schlimmsten Fall, wenn wir den nehmen, wäre ja auch nicht so schlimm, oder?
Ich finde es eben nicht so gut, weil sie hat da den Doppel.
Ja.
Und dann geht ihr das eins mit, oder?
Bin mir nicht so sicher. Der kann sie ja mega fein treffen. Der tut vielleicht dahinter stoßen. Der Cornerguard hat sie eben auch nicht. Was ist denn dein erster? Also Guard finde ich eben nicht so gut, glaube
Ich finde den noch gut, das Pieler.
ich. Oder ein bisschen tappen. Oder ja, einfach ein bisschen tappen.
Macht ja nichts, wenn sie einen macht. Das ist ja okay. Ja, das stimmt.
Das finde ich ja nicht also.
Den är inte way off.
Ich weiß nicht ganz sicher.
Alles ein bisschen zu bewegen, weil sie einfach hier immer noch den Doppel hat. Wenn wir Guard machen, schießt sie den dann mal.
Ja, Guard würde ich glaube auch nicht. Eben. Ich kann nur gedacht, den picken sonst, aber das ist ja nicht ganz so einfach.
Ja.
Ich finde Tappen einfach nicht schlecht. Es macht ja nicht mal etwas, wenn der geht.
Einfach den Nase.
Ja.
So.
Was macht sie dann?
Sie nimmt vielleicht den Nase.
Und dann haben wir
Dann
den
haben wir
Doppel.
noch den Doppel, weil der liegt ja dann da.
Ich finde es gut.
Das wäre die zweite
Muss der
Option.
drin
Ja,
bleiben?
die zweite Option wäre eigentlich der Clear.
Einfach den clearen. Finde ich recht schwierig.
Ja.
Weil wenn du den dahinter nimmst, ist auch nicht optimal. Dann.
Das finde ich eben, das ist eben die Frage, ob das schlimm wäre. Aber
Ja, ich finde es nicht gut, ja. Ich finde den Tap eigentlich recht gut zum jetzigen Zeitpunkt.
also und der
muss der bleiben überhaupt?
Muss der raus?
Nein, er muss nicht unbedingt raus, oder?
Aber er darf, oder?
Ja,
Er
der.
darf raus.
Ich finde, es ist nicht nötig, dass er bleibt. Es gibt ihr nur eine Auflage, also ich kann freezen. Du kannst die Länge, die
Also.
du spielen. Wie schnell kommst du?
Ja, wir hinten.
Ist gut, danke.
Merci, Misu. Ich glaube, das lange für mich.
Okay, so Marissa Winkelhausen, the alternate, came down to have a bit of a discussion, and it looks like they're electing to play a bit of a tap on this top yellow, move things around, change the angles. Don't think we'll see too much weight. Could he also just thrown the guard?
I thought we would see them throw the guard again. Sweden will be happy that they're playing this shot and opening things up.
Länge går. Drop backline. Kom nu länge. Backline plus. Make the snow. Touch it. Achtung, Meli. Whoa.
Yeah, just release that yellow off the back would be really nice for Sweden.
Squat. Squat. Good. Squat so. Turn.
So yeah, it was all about the angles they left there. And it is a pretty good result.
Den där gillar jag.
Ja. Bara på den övre.
Ja.
Du gillar inte den?
Jag vet inte, vi är en dubbel tillbaka.
Ja.
Känns som hamnar vi bara här, då sitter ju egen där så har vi inte.
den. Outan då?
Vilken fart?
För behålla egna. Ja, precis.
So we're certainly seeing all the stones and all the action in the 10th then, Kenny.
Yeah, there's lots of stones in play this time, and
Lira mot en 10-3.
all the hours in the gym and on the ice, training, preparing for this moment, are being called upon now.
Yeah, one slight mistake at this end, and the other team is ready to pounce.
Sarah McManus, 93%.
Tight of line on this one, trying to hold it.
Need to go really hard on this one.
She wanted to roll over.
And sneaks the red out the back. Yeah, looking for around half stone and got it full in the face.
Yeah, because she would have kept her shooter and got a roll with it and kept the back one in the rings. She caught less of it. So now, advantage Switzerland.
Yeah, it's going to look very hard for Sweden to generate it too.
Potentially after this shot, Switzerland can lie 5.
Just get rid of this red would be the call. Don't need to do anything fancy. Well, you're right, Rona. They're now sitting 5. Where do you go? Do you go around the corner?
They've got a couple of options. They could hit the yellow on the forefoot to make sure that forefoot's open and roll over on top of the other one. Can draw behind the corner.
Så den då?
Får vi någon höjd egentligen?
Vi är inne på den.
Ja, vi med.
Ja, det blir bra. Den blir ju här liksom.
I think I prefer this if they make the perfect roll.
Lite tajt bara.
Den var ju 10-6.
Ja, gillar samma fart.
Jag spelar mot 11.
Ja.
You could hear a pin drop in this arena right now.
Very important shot for Sweden.
Helt upp!
Rent!
Ren!
Nära!
Nej!
You want to just get the roll over on top.
Nära!
Nej!
Don't want to spring it.
Very nice shot from Sarah McManus.
Yeah, great shot. I like that call. Takes a 1 off the forefoot. Nice shot. And if Switzerland were ever to jam here, Sweden can draw around their guard after that.
Ehk läheb nüüd suurfinaalisse ja.
Skip stones in this European final. The 10th end. The red goes out. And there's a corner guard that Sweden
Have to use.
have to use it.
Ja, alltså det är mer kall ditåt än vad det är ditåt.
Du spelade Pia sin då? Min kom ju bara. Ja.
Jag tror att vi kan
Jag hade mitt på linjen.
Du vill inte behöva gå på linjen.
Jag hade mitt på linjen!
Ja, jag vet. Gillar ni det där?
Yeah, because even if they show an edge,
Slirade lite
if Switzerland were to jam it on the back yellow, they potentially would lie short.
Helt okej,
Just
Yeah.
half in the 8 foot, round the guard, would be perfect.
Jag gillar det. Det känns lättare. Det var det du hade väldigt lätt att gå på.
So the 4 foot's open. Sweden have got the corner guard.
Det känns som att det där var antifinskor.
Ta lite mindre, se mycket ut härifrån.
Ja. Gillar du det där?
Ja.
Jag gillar det. Jag var inte jätteaktiv på min heller.
Eller gillar ni det där?
This is definitely the key shot that we talked about, Kenny.
Yeah, absolutely. If you make this perfect, you'll probably have a draw to the 4 foot for the European title.
Bra linje.
91% on the draws.
Bra linje.
Bra fart!
Japp. Perfekt linje.
8-4!
Helt
The
fel.
Supers have really attacked this one early on.
Perfekt linje.
4!
I think they're happy with the weight. They thought maybe for line they had to go there, but
Hårt. Agnes.
Needing to go a little bit for weight.
they need to bury this as far as they can.
A great shot from Anna Hasselberg, right round the corner. That's fully buried. Alana Pats, all she has got is a run on
Bra snackat hela vägen.
the guard. She's already making her way back to the hack. Made the call very quickly.
She certainly did. She'd obviously decided if they came round, this was what she wanted. She can't afford to take it out the house and jam it either. Well, Anna Hasselberg has asked her the question.
That's all you can do at this stage. Pat's looking for the run back. Very silent on this one. Must be close. Have they made it? There's one. Just slips past the inside. Well, Anna Hasselberg has been in this situation before at a European final. Just needed to hit the 8 foot for the game and missed. Will she let that chance pass again?
I don't think so. That key shot that she played with her first draw was the game-winning shot.
Well, can she hold her nerve?
She only needs to be biting the 8 foot. A Skip's dream shot to win a European gold medal.
So this is it. Final stone for Anna Hasselberg here in this 10th end of the European Championship final. Gold medal game.
Curla mycket. Bra linje.
Bra fart!
Gå rätt rakt.
Bra fart!
Vi kommer passera.
Supers are just keeping this one clean.
Kolla upp. Passera linan.
Bak 4!
Sikte ser.
This looks made.
14,5.
Sweeper's happy.
Yeah, they are happy. They have started celebrating already. Right onto the button. And you can see what it means to them. So final score in the gold medal game, Sweden 5, Switzerland 4. Sweden picking up 2 in the 10th end for the win. Rona, do you think Switzerland might have a look back on this game and regret taking their 1 in the 8th?
Yes, definitely. Sweden were happy that Switzerland did that.
There you see it, Sweden, your Le Gruyère AOP European Curling Champions of 2018.
A well-played draw, well swept, perfectly judged. A third final in a row, and finally gold.
You guys go down and hug your family. Your family. Go down and hug your family.
Wayne Madall says, go and see your family.
Go to your family, yeah.
One very, very happy team. So Olympic gold medalist and European gold medalists in the same year, and world silver medalists. That's some record for this young team.
Yeah, first European title. It's been coming though. A gold medal to add to the 2 silvers they already have. Elena Pats can be a little bit disappointed. The only game they've lost this week so far is this gold medal matchup. Went through the round robin undefeated, but ran into the in-form Anna Hasselberg in the final.
And that final could have gone either way in that 10th end. Sake of an inch on Elena Pats' last stone, it would have been an extra end.
What a way to start their season off.
That is a great team.
I love this team. Yes. I love us. Such a strong week. Yeah. This is so much fun together. Yeah. Amazing. I'm so proud of you guys. Yeah. Yeah. This game is so amazing. Already? Ja, det går bra.
And there is the trophy being handed over. All smiles.
Alltså vi kan vara nice. Så kul. Fjärde vinsten på 5 helger. Så bra. Så kul.
Yeah, they'll get their medals at the presentation later on.
Yeah, it's been a tough week for Sweden. They've not been able to play their standard lineup a couple of times because of illness throughout the team. So it's been a long week.
It has. Struggled a wee bit earlier on, but they've come through stronger. And a very well-deserved win.
Looking at Pats there, just I think she might reflect on that 8th end.
And they absolutely will be happy with their performance this week. Brand new team, but they had a chance. They could have taken that gold medal today.
Well, there's the final score, 5-4 after 10 exciting ends of world-class curling. Sixth end, Switzerland sitting 1. Anna Hasselberg drawing 1. Right in on top. 7th end. Elena Pat's first stone. Killing the end off, drawing this one in on top of that red. Forcing Anna Hasselberg to draw with her last. Needing a piece of the button. 10th end. Hasselberg has a corner guard in play, looking to draw in behind it to set up a 2. Plays this perfect. Pat's missing the run back. And a draw to the 8-foot for European gold. Sticks that one right onto the button. And finally, she gets her hands on that European title.
A silver medal, first final. How do you feel?
A little bit empty right now. We played very well the whole week, and now I was actually not able to play at my best in this very last game, which was so important. So I'm disappointed about myself.
It has been an amazing week for your team with a new lineup and getting to the final, but just the final hurdle couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, we had a great week, so it's not all bad. But right now it's just we probably need a few hours to get over this. But no, we had a great week, so a lot of fun. And but now we want to win this one too, so it's disappointing.
Might you look back at the 8th end and the decision to take one there, and maybe think that wasn't the best decision?
Yeah, I still like it. We probably should have taken more risk in the 9th actually, so I'm not really happy the way we called the 9th end. So yeah, we have to have a team meeting probably, but it's not going to happen right now. So maybe in a week or so we're going to talk about this game again. Yeah.
But it's a silver medal.
It is the silver medal, yeah, it's true. It's nice.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So players just going to meet their partners and Swedish fans, congratulating them on picking up that gold medal. So there is how they got to that gold medal game. Switzerland topping the round robin. They faced Germany. They won that one 6-4. Sweden progressed to the final with a 7-4 win over Russia. Germany picking up the bronze medal. And that's what's going around Sweden's neck.
Anna, congratulations. The gold medal, finally.
Yeah, finally. I thought to myself, this time is ours. 3rd time is a charm, I think you say. So it's funny we had to take Olympic gold before Europeans, but now I have this gold and I'm so proud.
We could see how much it meant to you. How proud are you? We saw your celebrations.
Yeah, no, really proud. Like many knows maybe that we have some illness going around in the team. So I can't express how proud I am for sticking in this week, all week, and playing such a great game in the final. And the 2 games here, the semi-final and the final, has been our best. And yeah, I'm so proud.
It was so close though, all the way through. You knew they would keep in there.
Yeah, for sure. And they started with hammer, and we knew that if we could just have hammer in the 10th, that is what we're going for. So I'm very happy we could control the scoreboard. It was such a tough game. Alina played so well, and I'm just happy that I got a shot for the win.
Were you surprised at their decision in the 8th end?
Nah, not really. Like, according to the stats, you're good with your 1 up, and if Sofia doesn't make the tick shot in the 9th, we probably maybe getting forced or have to get a 2. So, nah, not really actually. Like, Silvana, I have a lot of respect in her, and she's a great skip. Yeah, maybe I would have done the same. I don't know. They know our stats.
And your last shot, your last draw, you've been in that position before and it hasn't worked out. Did you think about that?
No. And actually, last time I was there, I threw it well. So I just thought, give it to the sweepers, and I did. So yeah, no, it was nice.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Well, Anna Hasselberg finally getting her hands on that gold medal here at the World Championships. Sweden 5-4 winners over Switzerland. So that's it from the gold medal matchup from Rona and myself. Thanks for listening.